All right, the Hotel Figueroa, which is a Hyatt Unbound collection downtown Los Angeles, close to the LA Live hotels. Finally, we've got a Hyatt in this area where you are walkable to the various entertainment and also the convention area that we are familiar with, that we do business at. The FTU is here this weekend. 2 blocks walk, you have the Marriott and the Ritz-Carlton, JW Marriott, the Ritz-Carlton in the same building, and the Renaissance and the Residence Inn, all which has destination fees. And as you know, when you are a globalist, you don't pay for those. So we are going to talk a little bit about the deals and everything in this area, how it is. I think that I would like to say that the room and the hotel is exactly how I expected it to be, like an old pirate ship kind of feel, but with the good amenities. It's part of the Hyatt Unbound collection. We've got a safe. You've got my bag is in here, and and an iron and some stuff. We've got an espresso machine or a Caprista, which is they're ripped off. Let's see if they're plastic or, yeah, they're actually good ones. So great that you have an opportunity to make real coffee in your room. Appreciate that. You've got a couple of cartons of water, which is creative and cool. I just got here. Let's make sure that we put those in the fridge for later. That's underneath, an empty minibar. There's an ice bucket, adjoining room. Hopefully it won't be noisy. This is a standard king. I was offered a suite, but I had to wait. I'd rather just check in now at noon and do what I need to do. Good quality bed looks like. Wow, a comforter, which is a little bit of a change compared to the other hotel at the Oceana, which is a fraction of the price, or 5 times more expensive, 4 times more expensive than this. You got an old phone, cordless, typical hotel phone that is here. We got a view of Figueroa right outside. Got an old school New York type of fire escape, which is cool. The apartment building across the street. Just down the block to where we need to be for the weekend. JW is right a block north of here. So there it is, the standard king room. Let's go check out the bathroom. It is chic. They've got a tub with a kind of they still don't have the shower curtain rings, but a little bit funky. What are these? It's the Rome individual things. You got a good room. It's plenty of room in here. A little small sink for things, but since there's only me, it's kind of okay. But the same type of sink, but a much bigger bathroom than last night. You got 3 towels. Seems like this is dripping. Okay, we gotta close that up. There is 1 soap, and what's here? It is vanity kit and shower cap and lotion, and the soap over there on the room. So, a little bit on the small side. I could have waited for the suite. Don't really need it. Price is $201 for the weekend, which is the best available rate, conference rate that we had here. It is no destination fee for globalists, or if not, I think it's $25. But the $25 include 2 free espresso drinks at the bar, among other things. So there's actually something useful that's a piece of this. There is also, that's a part for everybody. You get it as a part of the $25 fee. Let me check up and see if the fee is $25. I think it is. There is also, for globalists, free complimentary breakfast. You can have it outside on the patio, which was nice. Look, they're pretty cool. I'm going to eat there tomorrow. And you just order what you want, a la carte, and then you sign for the bill, and they take it off for you. So, from FHR and $940 a night to $201, with Hyatt, and destination fee taken care of because of your status, and full breakfast for two taken care of, which I think is a beautiful thing. So we will check back out or check in with everybody when we check out of here on Sunday. It's Friday today at noon, a little bit after noon. And thanks for tuning in. Giddy up. We'll talk to you after.
A few moments later.
Okay, wanted to do a follow-up for the Hotel Figueroa. I usually make these videos when I check out, but there were some unresolved items, so I wanted to wait and see how it played out with the whole situation that occurred. So we checked in on Friday. I showed you guys the room, and what I didn't mention was that the lady who checked us in, she was very hardcore on pushing a restaurant in the house called Sparrow. And I don't know if you've stayed there, but I think that there's a lot of food and beverage is a very important part of this hotel. And I didn't know that it was so hip and so popular. But it's a really cool area by the pool back there. There's got one restaurant on each side. One is a Mexican place, and the other one is the Sparrow, which is an Italian place, and which was actually phenomenal. It's pretty good. But let's get to the problem here. I didn't think it was that much of a problem, but it kind of just escalated through the weekend. So I was there with a couple of or three other persons who were globalists, and we checked in at various times. But the lady was like, "Okay, you should try Sparrow." And I said, "Oh." And after we had a reservation in another place that I made 2 weeks ago, a tapas place in LA, because Saturday night downtown is busy. You got hockey games and all sorts of stuff. So it's pretty busy, even if it's, not the sexiest area in LA, but because you have all the sports and concerts and things like that around there. So this was at like noon, 1 o'clock when we checked in, and she recommended us to go to the Sparrow place. It sounded good. So I said, okay, make a reservation for 7. And she said, great, I'll take care of it. And that was the end of that, if you will. And we went to dinner on Friday. First we went to the convention center, set things up, get everything sorted. We went to dinner on Friday night, and got back to the hotel. Noticed that the room on the 4th floor was a little bit noisy because it's right above the bar. It's an old building, and it's my own fault for not thinking about it, but the music wasn't on during the day. It came on at night. Didn't feel like, I was just really tired, so I didn't feel like moving. And also there was an adjoining door, as you could see in the video, which was also annoying. This lady had a cough. She was coughing up a lung in there. So it was a little bit annoying all night. And she was also on the phone at 7 a.m. So good times. But anyways, I'm not going to fault the hotel. It just happens. But woke up in the morning, and got into check my email after getting up, taking a shower. I got an email show that late at night, like 11 o'clock, like 10:50, I think it was. She had sent somebody from the hotel sent an email saying that, hey, sorry, the Sparrow is not available. You can get in at 9:30 or 9:45. And I was like, wow. And I already canceled the reservation that we'd made ages ago. So it was just lame. It was just a bad situation. I emailed back saying, whoa, are you kidding me? Why didn't you let me know? I mean, immediately after, or like during the day that was the case. I actually waited for a confirmation. I really didn't wait for a confirmation. The conversation was that it was done, but the restaurant opens at 2, so she could have called me at 2:15 and said, hey, sorry, it's not available. Because I didn't cancel our reservation until after we got back from dinner. I just went on Open Table and canceled it. So anyways, that was annoying. I got to breakfast on Saturday, and you had to make reservations. We weren't able to be seated there. So I was just, screw this. They wanted to put us in these lounge chairs out in the bar, and like hobos. And that was hobo thing number 1. So you kind of lean back when you're having your breakfast. So I just went to the convention center, got a fruit bowl to go, and got back, and then Jamie and Rudy, they just didn't, they weren't that. I was going to let it go. Let's go find somewhere else to eat and just forget about it. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to make us think about it. They made us think about it. And Jamie, obviously is trying to get compensation and stuff. And I just laid back through the day, got back to the hotel about 5:30. And Rudy was like, they have room for us at the bar. And it's like, I want to eat at 5:30, but okay, let's just go for it. I was thinking I'll get an early night. So went to the bar. It reminds me of that Bill Burr video. If you Google a Bill Burr uncomfortable chairs, it was like the bar stools were just really uncomfortable, and you kind of sit in the row with all of us. It was just, you can't have a conversation with lots of people like that. But we were able to get in at the bar. Food was phenomenal. Pizza was just spectacular. Pastas were great. Good wine selection, and they do the hipster doofus cocktails and stuff with the smoke all over the place and the fire to light them on fire and stuff, all that funky stuff, infused or whatever it's called. So we had a great meal, except the food came out at like different times, which was would have been avoided if we weren't sitting at the bar. But so my pizza came like 10 minutes after Jamie and Rudy got their food. So anyways, not a big deal. Had a good meal, got to bed really early. And I changed rooms then and got a room that was a queen bed, which was on a much higher floor and was dead quiet. It was perfect. I don't care if it's a queen bed. So it was obviously the lowest end room that they had. Much bigger bathroom, though, as you could see in the video. So if you were by yourself, that room was pretty good. Rudy got a suite. He waited, and so everybody who waited for a room got a suite. So they're doing that great. So the only issue was in the morning. I was when I got there was one outlet I couldn't get my laptop charger to stay in. By the bed, there's like a thing that's like new. In the nightstand there was a thing, and I was able to do it. But the outlets, all the outlets in this room was just really, really old. So when I plugged in when I plugged in the out to make the espresso in the morning, it didn't want to stay in there, so I had to hold it in to run the espresso in the espresso machine. And I actually got shocked when I was holding this thing. It's just pathetic. It's obviously, I don't know. I'm not an electrician, so I'm not going to say it's a fire hazard, but it can't be good. So a little bit lame there. Got my stuff together, left, and it was like they don't have a. And we made reservations for Sunday. The breakfast was great, service was good, and it was a decent meal. I had no issues with it, but I think and it was it was a good meal, and I don't know why Saturday was super busy and Sunday was not. But if you're going to stay here, make a reservation for the restaurant for breakfast. But they don't give you a printout of the bill. She said she could email it to me. She did. It took I was standing around waiting for the bill, and it didn't show up because she noticed. He said, "Oh, you have 2 lunch foods, one for Friday and one for Saturday." And I was like, "No, I didn't have any lunch food at all. We had some beers on Friday night before we went to dinner, and then on Saturday I didn't have anything. The only thing we had was the Sparrow." So she looked into it. Yeah, the Sparrow thing was removed. We removed it from the bill. And I was like, wow, that's nice of you. Okay, so we had a service recovery. I was happy with it and good to go. It was like not that much money, though. It was like $120 plus tips was my piece of it for my piece of the bill. And but there was a charge for that lunch food. She said, "I'm going to investigate it. If it's breakfast, she was going to take it off." And she was going to get back to me. It didn't happen. Rudy came down a little bit later. He had gotten the whole Sparrow meal on his check, or not all of it, like 90% of it. It was really weird, but and it's as of when we're making this video, he still has it. Still has it on his bill. I don't have time to kind of wait for phone calls and things like that. And there was no email. She never contacted us. So I called today and I was like, guys, come on. And he's like, "Oh, the general manager's not here and I don't have a manager. I have a director of room. She can call you back." I said, "No, I don't have time to sit around waiting for somebody to call me back. Send me an email." And somebody did call me back like immediately after, but I was on a conference call, and I got an email, no email. So no email, no explanation, just an updated bill today with the breakfast removed from it. So I don't know. It's just an annoying thing. It's just when you leave the property, if there is a billing issue, if somebody is puts stuff on the bill, you like to deal with it. So either email it instantly to the customer's account or to email account, or do a printout, show it on an iPad. If you want to be you have plastic water bottles in the other room. It was just me who had the milk cartons for the first night. The second night it was replenished with plastic bottles. So they are obviously not going green or whatever, but maybe the printer was out of order. I don't know. It's just weird. So everybody that travels a lot knows that if you're going to go back and correct all of the bills, now I'm in full force traveling again, normally 200 nights a year at hotels, all sorts of projects we're working on for all sorts of companies. And it's just not, you can't spend time on going back to hotels with bills. Hotels needs to realize that. So what I did, I filled out the survey, took a copy, sent to the concierge, added Rudy so he can get help with his too. But all in all, it kind of ruined the whole stay. It started so well, and they just get back to you. Don't get back to your customers days later. Don't do what the thing with the reservation is weird. And also, why didn't they tell us when we checked in that you have to make a reservation for breakfast? So to conclude, I mean, it was a hip place. The restaurant was great. They've got a great pool set up in the back for downtown. It's got the right size. It's not fancy. It's not pretentious. The people are nice. They just don't follow. You can be as nice as hell, but you got to follow through on things. So besides that, am I going to stay there next year? Yes, I'm going to stay there next year. But at the end of the day, I just, these are minor things that should have been taken care of. And I'm rolled with the punches for number 1, number 2, and number 3. But number 4, when they are starting to screw up so bad, and she was like, okay, I was checking out on Sunday. I was still rolling with the punches. We're going to get back to you later today. And here we are Monday at 4:17. Or actually I called them at 3 p.m. And it hasn't been completely resolved, but it has partially resolved. And that's it. So Hotel Figueroa in downtown Los Angeles, close to LA Live, great Hyatt. Possibility. Grand Park Hyatt is actually, you know what? I'm probably not going to stay there next year because there's a Park Hyatt across the convention center. So that should be open by then. They were working on it now. So maybe we'll try that one out for that. But it's okay for $200, but $200 without it is the cheapest alternative in that area because of all the resort fees and stuff for the JW and for all of the Marriott hotels that are there. That gives you absolutely nothing back. So besides that, so I think that we're checking out, but expect a couple of bumps in the road from some of these things. So that's the Hotel Figueroa. We're signing off, and enjoy your week.